Yoga Live. Before we get started, I just want to let you know that if you enjoy these classes, you can always make a donation via the Cash App, or you can become a member on Patreon. How's everybody doing today? My name is Scott, and if it's your first time here, thanks very much for stopping by. And we have a special guest today. What are you doing, kid?
I'm painting another picture for Grandma for Easter.
She's painting another picture for Grandma for Easter. What an awesome, beautiful child. You're perfect. Get out of here. Go. That's Tiny Diamond, everybody, stopping by to say hello. Hope you guys are all well. Good morning, Andrea. It's time. We're not messing around today. Today is going to be rough and fun, and we're going to get strong. Let's do it. Stand on the center of your mat. Look down at your feet. Point your toes forward with your feet a little bit wider than your hips. Slide your thumbs over your ears. Wrap your fingertips around your skull. Hold your elbows close to your nose. Now bend the knees slightly. Pull the groin back. And lift the elbows and look up at the ceiling. Find that place in your spine that's above your lumbar. And use that higher point, the middle of your back, to push your heart towards the ceiling. Now slowly draw both elbows to the right, rotating the shoulders above the hips. Come back to center. Keep looking up at the ceiling and rotate the shoulders left of center. Come back to center. Reach up, rise up. Take a deep breath in. Good morning, guys. Exhale, hinge forward and fingertips to the floor, even if you have to bend your knees. Push into your right foot. Let the left knee bend. Push into your left foot. Let your right knee bend. Come back to center. Toe heel the feet a little bit wider apart. Reach your right hand forward and then turn, reach up. Look up at your right thumb, reaching for the ceiling. And take that right hand down. Left hand reaches forward and then turn, reach up and look up at your left thumb. Reach down. Now just let your arms hang off your shoulders, let your head hang off your neck, and let your torso hang off of your hips. Active through the legs, press down into four corners of both feet. Pull your inner thighs back. Everything else hangs and melts. Oh, I don't know about you, but that feels amazing. Now turn to your left foot and step left foot back into a crouching cat or a downward facing dog. Pedal your feet, move around. Wiggle, roll through your ankles. You simply cannot do this part wrong, guys. Just create any space and think of your body as a paintbrush. And literally the air and space around you as a canvas. So make yourself a painting here. Come forward into a plank, lower the knees, sit back to the heels, slide the hands all the way back, lift the heart, look up. Slide the hands forward, leave the knees down or lift them, and lower your chest all the way to the floor. Push and press back into crouching cat or down dog. Crouching cat is simply down dog with your knees bent. Lift your heels, breathe in. Lower your heels slowly, breathe out. Bring your knees to the floor. Sit back to your heels. Slide your hands back behind your butt. Press your heart to the ceiling. Look up. Slide your hands forward. You can leave your knees on the floor or lift them. Lower your chest to the floor. Push up and press back. One more time through, guys. Lift your heels up. Lower your heels down. Lower your knees to the floor, tabletop. Slide your hands back behind your feet. Press your chest. Look up. Slide your hands forward and touch your chest to the floor. Push and press. Lift your right leg up. Open your hip, bend your knee, turn that ankle clockwise, counterclockwise, and then draw your right knee under your belly to your left elbow. Inhale, lift your leg, open your hip, and this time turn the left foot, plant the right foot behind the left leg, and take your right hand off of the floor. We're going to go through this nice and slow. So we're going to create a pattern today and then continually repeat and add to the pattern. So you can turn on the feet. You can be more in a reverse tabletop, or that left leg in this case can be straight. And we're going to flip back over and plant the right foot. Lift your left leg into the air. Open your hip, bend your knee like a dog peeing on a fire hydrant. Turn your ankle. And then as you bring your knee under your chest, cross it over to your right elbow. Lift your leg again. Plant your left foot behind your right leg and flip over. Your right leg can be straight, or your right knee can be bent in more of a tabletop. And slowly flip back over. Plant your left foot, lift your right leg up. Draw your knee to your left elbow. Inhale, lift your leg and flip over. And release. Lower your chest to the floor. Push and press. Left leg lifts. Open the hip, bend the knee. Cross the knee under to the right elbow. Lift the leg and flip. Release. And touch your chest to the floor. Push and press. Walk your hands back to your feet. Oh man, that's definitely got those triceps burning, right? Let your body hang. You can fold your fingers in the opposite elbow crease so that you can hang without your hands coming to the floor, without holding your elbows. Head hangs too. All right. Hands on the knees. Press your chest away from your thighs and rise up to standing. Slide thumbs over the ears. Bend the knees, pull the groin back, lift the elbows, look up at the ceiling. And now take your arms out wide. I'm going to turn to the camera so you can see I'm just reaching away from my heart. Like I want to give you guys a great big hug. And I do, but you know, social distancing. It's a virtual hug, okay? So reach your hands out. Now lower your hands, bind them behind your butt. Bend your knees slightly. Lift your fists. And release. Hands to the floor. Walk your hands forward. Lower your chest. Push. Right thumb to right shoulder. But you gotta keep your hips from turning because your body wants to do this, right? This is the easiest thing when you take thumb to shoulder is to turn. So I want you to keep your chest facing down, so you have to teach your body anti-rotation. And then plant that right hand. Bend your elbows, touch your chest to the floor. And once your arms are straight, take left thumb to left shoulder without your chest turning. Plant your left hand, lower your chest, push, lift the right thumb to the shoulder without your chest turning. Plant your thumb or your hand, touch your chest to the floor, push, left thumb to left shoulder. One more set, plant your hand, touch your chest, push, right thumb to shoulder, hand to the floor, Lower your chest. Push left thumb to left shoulder. Plant the hand. Press back. Lower the knees. Sit to the heels. Slide the hands back. And push down into your palms. Lift your heart. Look up. Once we're done working the upper body and the arms, it'll be just the right time to switch to the legs. Now, place your left hand on your right knee and your right hand on your sacrum. Sit up tall and just twist. Deep breath, slow your heart rate down. And switch. Right hand on the left thigh, left hand on the sacrum. Lift your heart up tall and turn. Release. Walk your hands forward, step your right foot to the top of your mat, place your hands on your thigh. Knight's pose. Now we're going to work on a moving lunging series. And like I said, just in just a nick of time, if your arms, shoulders, chest is fatigued, we're going to switch to the pelvis, hips, and lower region. Curl your left toes under, lift your left knee. Reach your hands up into the air, Anjaneyasana. Now this is a favorite pattern of mine, but we're going to mix it up even more today, just to maximize working all the muscles as efficiently as possible around the hips and the pelvis. Take a deep breath here. Lean forward, hands at your heart. As you inhale, lift your left knee up. And as you exhale, step behind your right foot and to the right. And when you bend your knees to curtsy, make sure your hips aren't turning away from the top edge of your mat. Rise up, lift your left knee, and exhale, step back. And reach both hands up into the air. Back to Anjaneyasana. Take a deep breath in. Let's do it again. Exhale, lean forward, hands at the heart. Inhale, lift the left knee. Exhale, step back and curtsy. Inhale, lift the knee. Exhale, cross ankle to thigh this time. Hold it here. Point your big toe. Lift your heart, press your butt back. Lift the knee as you breathe in. Step back. Reach both hands out. So we're constantly moving through this right hip and also even down into your right calf. You can probably feel that. And we're going to keep adding on. Take a deep breath. Lean forward, hands at heart. Lift the left leg. Step off your mat to the right and curtsy. Inhale, lift. Cross your ankle to your thigh and squat. And this time we're going to step out to the left and bend the left knee to touch the left toes. Inhale, back up, lift the knee. And don't step out so wide, guys. I'm gonna turn. Don't step out so wide that you have to take 2 steps back to get there. You can step a little bit shallow and when you reach down to touch those toes, but make sure you can lift that knee back up without taking 2 steps, okay? Step the left foot back, reach your hands up. Exhale, lean forward, reach back. We're gonna do it one more time, oh my God. Inhale, lift the knee. Exhale, step and curtsy. Inhale, lift the knee. Exhale, ankle to thigh, squat down. Inhale, lift the knee. Exhale, step out to the left, touch your left toes. Inhale, lift the knee. Exhale, step back. Reach your hands up, bend your left knee, lift your right heel. Oh, that's bullshit. Come on. Come on, man. Reach up, sit low, keep that knee off the floor, keep that heel off the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knee down, pull the hips back. Yay. First, draw the heart towards the big toe, but also try to keep your heart away from the floor. In other words, we're going forward, but we're trying to prevent the back from rounding any more than necessary. If you want, turn that right foot in and turn it out. And then come forward. Step back, lie on your belly slowly, cross core, slide the hands forward. Lift the right leg, lift the left hand, and push into the left knee. You're trying to get both of your hip bones and your groin off of the floor. Push into right palm, left knee. Reach left hand forward, point right toes back. I know that was a lot of rights and lefts. Just breathe and release. Slide the hands back. Push into a tabletop. Sit back to your heels. Hands behind you. Look up at the sky or your ceiling and ask the God of your choice why you chose to watch this video today. And take another deep breath. Why, Krishna? Why? Step your left foot forward and place your hands on your left thigh. This is our mustering moment, mustering the courage, the will, the energy, the strength. I'm in a weird mood today. I apologize. But in a good way. Weird is good. This is a weird yoga class. It's meant to be challenging, especially today. We're coming off of a couple of more therapeutic and restorative days. Let's do it. Lean forward, lift the right knee, hands reach up, right heel comes up high, lunge into the left knee, square the hips and shoulders off to the top edge of your mat. Nice and slow the first time, adding on literally a step every time we go through. Hands at your heart, lean forward. Inhale, lift your right knee. Step behind you and to the left, and keep your hips and shoulders from turning as you squat. Rise back up, lift your knee, step back, reach up. Deep breath in, lean forward, hands at heart, lift the right knee, step back and curtsy, keep hips facing forward. Inhale, lift the knee, cross right ankle to left thigh, and squat again. Point the right big toe and push your right ankle against your left thigh. Lift the knee and step back. With those thumbs on your heart, you can feel that heart pounding, can't you? Reach up. Lean forward, hands at heart. Inhale, lift the knee. Exhale, step and curtsy. Inhale, lift the knee. Cross ankle to thigh and squat. Inhale, lift the knee. And step out to your right. Touch your right toes with your left hand. Hands at the heart, lift the knee. Step back. Reach both hands up. Don't you have school right now?
Yeah, but I have a question. How do you open a washing machine?
How do you stop running? You know that there are people watching right now and their butt is on fire? What do you need? Quick.
How do you open a dryer?
Open the dryer.
How do you open the dryer?
Don't worry about the dryer. You're supposed to be doing schoolwork. Go. Go. Thank you.
I wanted to get my picture.
This one is not on me, you guys. Take a deep breath in. Lean forward, hands at heart. Lift the right knee up. Step back and curtsy. Oh my Ganesha. Inhale, lift your knee. Exhale, ankle to thigh. Inhale, lift the knee. Exhale, step out to the right and reach for your right toes. Hands at the heart. Lift the knee. Step back. This is going to suck so bad. Reach your hands up. Bend your right knee. You can pull the elbows down. Lift the left heel. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knee down. Pull the hips back. Even in quarantine, my daughter is trying to get her favorite shirt out of the dryer, apparently, so that when she goes on video conference with her class, she can look sassy. Turn your left toes in, turn your left toes out, in and out. This is the only yoga class on YouTube with Tiny Diamond. She is exclusive to Stronger Yoga Academy. Come forward, step back, chest to the floor, slide the hands forward. We're doing some cross core. Push down in the palms. Make sure your forehead isn't down. I want you to lift your chin so you can see your thumbs. You don't have to see the front of the room or the ceiling. You should at least be able to see your thumbs on the floor, all right? Lift your left leg, lift your right hand, and now get your groin off the floor by pushing into your left palm and right knee. You really have to work down into that right knee. We're always working opposite glute, opposite hip flexor. Release to bring stability, equanimity to the pelvis. Slide the hands back. Leave those knees down. Push. Press to sit back to heels, palms on the floor. Look up at the ceiling. Why, Buddha, why? Why do I do this to myself? I tell myself. So every time we learn one of these challenging patterns, we're going to be adding it to a repertoire, and we're going to be doing everything at the end of the class in one series of movements. It's going to suck. I mean, be super, super awesome. All right, shall we do it? Plant your hands at the top of your mat. Lift your knees and press your heart back to your feet. Lift your right leg up. Step through. Reach both hands up. Hands at your heart, lean forward. Lift your left knee. Step back and curtsy. Lift the knee. Cross the ankle to thigh and squat. Lift the knee. Step out to your left. Touch your left toes. Inhale, hands at heart. Lift your knee. Exhale, step back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, elbows down. Bend the left knee. Lift the right heel. Tighten the belly. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands to the floor. Step back. Touch your chest to the ground. Push up. Right thumb to right shoulder. Plant the right hand and press back. Now step your feet a little bit wide, walk your hands back an inch or two, grab your right outer ankle or calf with your left hand and pull your torso to the right, maybe even try to look at the ceiling or the wall to your right. Release and step those feet back in. Left leg lifts, step through, rise up, lean forward, hands at heart. Lift the right knee, step left and curtsy. Lift the knee, cross ankle to thigh. Lift the knee, step to the right, and touch your right toes with your left hand. And hands at heart, lift your knee. Exhale, step it back. Oh my gosh. Inhale, reach up. Pull the elbows down. Bend the right knee. Lift the left heel. 5, 4, 3. Bounce if you need to. 2, 1. Hands to the floor. Step back. Chest to the mat. Push away. Left thumb to chest. Plant the left hand. Press back into crouching cat. Walk the hands back a few inches. Step your feet a little wider. Right hand grabs left outer ankle and push into your left hand as you pull your torso left. And release. Pause here in your crouching cat. And if the pressure against your wrist is pretty intense at this point from having a lot of load-bearing hands in this class, remember you can always lower your knees. Take a moment to flip your hands over. But we're definitely going to give those wrists some love before class is over. Now press back into crouching cat. And also remember, the more you bend your knees and push your heart back between your knees, you change the angle in your wrists. And that's what we want to do. Lift your right leg up. Step on through. This is our last one, guys. Reach both hands up. Lean forward, hands at heart. Lift the left knee. Step off to the right and curtsy. Lift the knee, cross the ankle to thigh. Squat down again. Lift the knee, step out to the left, touch your left toes with your right hand. Rise up, hands at heart, lift your knee. Step back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, elbows and left knee down. Lift the right heel. Last one, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Plant the hands. Draw your right leg back, open your hip, bend your knee, and step your right foot behind your left leg and flip. Take a deep breath and flip back. Draw your right knee to your left elbow. Inhale, lift the leg, lower the foot, come forward to plank, touch your chest to the floor, push up, right thumb to the chest. Plant the hand, press back. So nice. Press the heart between the feet. Feel free about bending those knees. Left leg lifts. Step through. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands at heart, lean forward. Lift the right knee up. Step to the left and curtsy. Rise up. Ankle to thigh, squat down. Inhale, lift the knee, step out to the right, and touch right toes. Hands at thumb, right knee into the air. Step back, reach up, breathe in. Elbows down, right knee down. Lift the left heel. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Plant the hands. Draw your left leg up into the air, open your hip, bend your knee, And step back, flip over. Deep breath here. And flip, left knee to right elbow. Inhale, lift the leg. Plant the foot, come forward to plank. Touch your chest to the floor. Push up, left thumb to shoulder. Plant the hand, press back, lower the knees. Sit to the heels, slide your hands back. Look up at the sky. Why? Who haven't we asked? Muhammad. Shiva. Baby Jesus. Hands on your thighs. Take a moment to rest. Doesn't that feel good? Oh my gosh. I could tell you, when I walked to my mat this morning, I felt like a 90-year-old man today. And I don't think it's doing yoga every day, because I do yoga every day, but I don't necessarily do an hour and do a lot of vigorous classes. But mostly, Tiny Diamond wants to be an MMA fighter now, so I'm just getting jumped right and left. Whew. That was invigorating, guys. Let's cool down. Let's stretch out. Tabletop position. You're going to slide right knee to the outside of your right hand. Whoop. And bring right toes towards left thumb. And then slide left knee back. This is where we're going to chill out for a minute. For more activity, or to go from toned muscle to relaxed muscle, shutting them on and off, you can press down into the top of your right foot and then relax. When you're pressing into the top of your right foot, you're engaging from the side of your hip into your quad, and you'll probably feel your calf activate too. And then you just relax and those muscles shut off. And then you press down and turn them on. Now, if you really want to pulse, point your left toes behind you. And then as you press into right foot, press into left foot. That'll lift left knee. And then slowly melt on your exhale. When you breathe in, push down into the tops of your feet. When you exhale, let everything slowly melt to the floor. Don't drop it to the floor. Inhale, press into the top of the feet. Exhale, everything melts back down. Slide the hands underneath the chin. The elbows go wide. Forehead or chin to the floor, or your ear to the floor. Now, yesterday from our sleeping pigeon, we did a prone twist into open hips, which is this way, turning to the left. Today, we're going to do it to the right. So we're going to walk our hands over to the right, or at least elbows to the right, and then take left hand, flip it up, place right hand on top, thumbs touch the sternum, and then try to lift your heart away from your right hip. And if you want to go a little further here, you can always plant right hand, slide left hand left, and right hand forward. Wherever you are, place your right hand near your face and push away from the floor. And press back. Crouching cat or down dog. Forward to plank, lower the knees. Slide left knee to the outside of your left hand. Slide your left toes towards your right thumb and slide your right knee back. So your left knee should probably be spilling off the back or the left side of your mat. If your knee is still on your mat, then it's a good bet you're going to lay your chest down on your thigh. You want to lie next to your thigh or next to your knee, not on it. And then we can work down to the elbows. And you can begin pulsing again if you want to. And if you just want to lie down in a puddle, that's a pretty great solution too. Press into left foot and relax if that's where your energy dictates you go to today. Press into the top of your left foot and relax. Press down in left foot and relax. And if you want to add right foot, point your toes, press down into both feet. Melt, don't drop as you exhale. Breathe in, engage, press into the top of the feet. Relax. One more time, press down. Melt and relax. Slide the elbows wide, stack the hands, rest your head on your hands, whatever way suits you. What a beautiful thing to be able to operate this body, to strain and to sweat. And for many, that's a spiritual experience. And for a lot of people, it's a spiritual experience, but it doesn't look like this. It looks like running, or it looks like lifting. All those are good things. Step back, move around. Get that blood flowing to get your day going. Press the heart towards the space between the knees and maybe lift the heels and bend the knees to try to bring that space closer to the heart. Release, lower both knees and slide both knees to thumbs. One more time, we're going to slide the hands back. Look up at the ceiling. Come forward, widen the heels and sit between the heels. Place a block or a pillow under your butt if your butt does not touch the floor. Lie back or lean back onto the hands or to the elbows. Or if you can go all the way back without your knees lifting off of the floor, recline onto your shoulder blades. Your knees don't have to touch, but create the feeling that they're getting a little bit closer together and not drifting further apart. And then pull your pubic bones into your mat. Arms can really be anywhere that feels good to you. Really slide your hands under your lumbar if you're all the way on your shoulder blades. Push your heart to the ceiling and rise up out. Plant the hands, lift the butt, and step the knees back so that we're in a tabletop. And we're going to stretch unilaterally across that hip and quad one more time. So lift your left knee like a dog peeing and reach back with your right hand. Grab the outside of your foot if you can. And try to lift your left knee while you pull and hold your heel to your butt. Release. Plant the hand in the knee. Lift the right leg like a dog peeing on a fire hydrant. And pull the foot back. That way the weight shifts to your left side and the left hand can come off the floor. Pull your heel to your tailbone and lift your right knee up. And try to pull your chest forward. And release. Walk knees to thumbs, cross your ankles. Take a seat on the center of your mat. Lie back. Now let's just do a little bit of work on the front side of the core. Lift your legs, and I want you to imagine that your big toes are tied to strings going to the ceiling. And place your hands either above your head, underneath your head, or at your sides, palms down. This is going to make it much harder so that you can't really use your triceps too much. That would be your hands at your hips and your hands pressing down to lift your butt. We're going to try to negate that as best we can and lift your butt off the floor and lower your butt and lower your legs. Keep your legs straight, pointing at the big toes, but try to press down into your lumbar as your legs go low. And remember, you can always bend your knees and draw them towards your chin if that is how you can muster those abs to get going. But lift your legs when your heels are above your hips. Point your big toes. Even my body is really tired today, and I recognize it. Lower your straight legs or your bent knees and lift them up. But I recognize the need to do the work that my body would rather avoid. And lift the toes and push them up. Lower the legs. Lift them up. Lift the butt. And bend the knees, plant the feet, and lift your hips, and that's going to instantly feel good. One more deep breath. And melt your butt cheeks back to the floor. Lift your feet, grab your knees. Pull your knees to the sides. It would be like you trying to get your elbows to touch the floor. Reach between your knees and grab the big toes or the edge of your feet, or just grab your shins, but reach towards your feet and grab the lowest thing you can. And pull ankles towards belly. Release, plant your feet. Plant your hands wide, reaching away from your heart. Lower both knees to the left. You can turn your head to the right. You can always slide left ankle over right outer knee to apply a little bit of your body's weight to encouraging that right hip to lengthen and release. Slide the foot off if it's on the outside of the leg and lift the knees up. Lower the knees to the right. Turn your head to the left. First, just go limp. Try to get your muscles to shut off. Think of your body as a house with all the lights on. So just go into every room or every part of your body and turn it off. Now, if you like, place your right foot on the outside of your left leg. Now, please leave your right ankle on your left thigh. Lift both knees. And as you take left foot off of the floor, your left leg is pushing your right foot towards your right shoulder. So I want you to grab your right foot with your left hand and grab your knee with your right hand. Extend your left leg straight and lower your left leg without the heel touching the floor. Draw your right calf towards your sternum. Bend left knee, bring it back to the right ankle. Release the leg and plant the foot. Let's do the other side. Plant the right foot, cross left ankle to right thigh. When your right foot comes off the floor, your knee is pushing your foot towards your right hand. Grab your foot with your right hand, grab your knee with your left hand. Straighten your right leg, point the big toe, lower it, keep the heel off the floor if you can help it. And pull left calf gently to the sternum. Bend the right knee and bring it back to the left ankle. Let go of your leg and place your right foot on the floor. Place your left foot on the floor. And slide your legs out straight if you'd like to lie in Shavasana to complete your practice today. Rest your arms at your sides, and if you'd prefer, you can bring your knees into your chest, cross the ankles, and rock yourself up to a seated position. Ending in seated meditation or lying back in Shavasana, because it's Friday, man. Rest your hands on the floor or your thighs and close your eyes. Make any last little fidgets or movements. And then, either seated or lying, bring yourself into a soft stillness, relaxing the eyelids on the eyes, relaxing the jaw without the mouth falling open. Be thankful for the next breath you take. Be thankful for the next heartbeat you feel. And I'd like to encourage you this morning, or whenever you're watching this, to just rest here for a few more moments, saying thank you in your mind, and then think of a reason to have said thank you. I think you'll find that no matter how many times you say thank you, you'll be able to think of a reason to have said it. Thank you to all our Patreon supporters, all the people that donate to make these classes happen. Hope you guys have a beautiful day, and we'll see you tomorrow for Daily Yoga Live.